Hi there, and welcome again. Step into clear, confident financial English through the use of essential phrasal verbs used in workplace communication. Let's dive straight into law. Draw up means to prepare a legal document. A synonym for draw up is draft. For example, the solicitor drew up the contract for both parties. Enter into means to formally agree to a contract. A synonym for this term is conclude. For example, the companies entered into a binding agreement. Setting out terms or conditions is essential for clarity. To outline means to present these details in a clear manner. For example, the obligations are set out in the contract. This ensures everyone understands their responsibilities and expectations. Lay down refers to the act of establishing rules or legal principles. A synonym for this phrase is establish. For example, the court laid down clear guidelines for future cases. Bringing about a legal or regulatory change means to cause a shift in laws or regulations. For example, the new legislation brought about significant reform, transforming the landscape of our legal system. Call off means to cancel legal proceedings or agreements. A synonym for call off is cancel. For example, the parties called off the lawsuit after settlement talks. Strike out means to remove a claim or argument from a case. A synonym for strike out is dismiss. For example, the judge struck out the irrelevant evidence. Throw out means to reject a legal case or claim. A synonym for throw out is reject. For example, the court threw out a case due to lack of evidence. Rule on means to make a formal legal decision. The synonym for this term is decide. For example, the judge ruled on the matter promptly. Hand down means to deliver a formal judgment. A synonym for hand down is issue. For example, the court handed down its verdict yesterday. Stand by means to uphold or maintain a legal position. A synonym for stand by is uphold. For example, the company stood by its contractual obligations. Backup means to support a claim with evidence. A synonym for backup is support. For example, the lawyer backed up the argument with strong evidence. Bear out means to confirm or support facts. For example, the documents bear out the client's statement. Account for means to explain or justify something legally. For example, the defendant had to account for the missing funds. To be held responsible for an action means to be accountable. For example, he must answer for his actions in court. To comply with means acting in accordance with laws or regulations. A synonym for comply is adhere to. For example, all businesses must comply with the new regulations. Act on means to take action based on legal advice or evidence. A synonym for act on is implement. For example, the firm acted on its legal counsel's advice. Proceed against means to take legal action against someone. A synonym for this term is litigate. For example, the company proceeded against the contractor for breach. Settling out of court means resolving a dispute without going through the legal system. It allows both parties to come to an agreement privately, saving time and resources. For example, the parties settled out of court, reaching a resolution that satisfied everyone involved. Turning to someone for legal help means seeking guidance from a professional. For instance, they turn to a specialist lawyer for advice. This action is often referred to as consulting. If you found this useful, feel free to like and share. And just in case I don't see you again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.